Ireland, and 5 Bulgaria. The referee from Korea, Kim Yong-in.
Kielce in the south-central region of Poland, about 120 kilometers or so south of Warsaw. And everybody divided up and accommodated in a number of different hotels. Ours, myself and Ronald, we're in a kind of out-of-season spa hotel. Everywhere's out of season at the minute, right next to a massive lake. It's great, really, really good setting. Snowing this morning. The weather hasn't turned out to be quite what I was led to believe it would be when I looked at the forecast last week, but it matters not because we're here for the boxing and not for anything else. So the judges from Slovakia, Poland, Latvia, Ireland and Bulgaria. Men's flyweight division, 52 kilos, 10 men's weight divisions in operation, 49, 52, 56, 60, 64, 69, 75, 81, 91 and 91 plus. Kim Jong-jin of Korea in charge of these two. So in the red corner we've got Ruben GARBOYAN, and in the blue corner Ali ZAMANOV.
Round 1.
So GARBOYAN in the red in that orthodox stance. ZAMANOV of Azerbaijan shaping up as a southpaw. Holds his hands quite low. GARBOYAN has got those gloves up more in the kind of traditional position that you would expect to find him. He looks like he's got nice feet here, ZAMANOV. He's good and balanced. Spreads them quite wide actually, but just manages to spring in and out nice and comfortably. And he'll look to try and close that distance, get in, throw punches, then take those feet back out again. Raiding missions, I would say. Gets in there, looking to throw the left hand, but was just a little bit cramped for room. Referee just having a word about a touch of holding there, maybe. There didn't really seem to be any time for him to have done any holding at that point, to be honest. Left hand to the body there from ZAMANOV. As I said, that's what he's looking to do. Get in with those feet, throw a couple of punches, get back out. Fencing with the jab there. ZAMANOV, GARBOYAN launching a big right hand over the top, a left hand over the top there from ZAMANOV too. And they're mixing this up, these two. Every now and again, they're looking for a real big shot left of the body there from ZAMANOV. He got caught with a right as he was closing in himself. Right hand from GARBOYAN, but there wasn't really too much on it. Throws that left, that southpaw left, quick ZAMANOV. There's a good example of the nice balance that he's got there. He's just inching back out of range. Series of small movements with both feet. The feet always exactly the same distance apart. It's like he's got a kind of rope tied between them. Where one goes, the other one follows. That takes a lot of drilling. Right hand there from GARBOYAN. I think just hit the gloves mainly. Left to the body there from ZAMANOV. Decent right hand there from GARBOYAN towards the end of the round, but then just got caught as he was trying to push ZAMANOV back onto the ropes. Good work off the ropes there from ZAMANOV. He did have an opportunity to counter there, maybe. Didn't quite take it as he just stepped away to his left-hand side, and then the 1-2 fell short. The left hand got through that time. It's a good fight, this. ZAMANOV maybe just coming in with his head a little bit low there. Final few seconds of round one. GARBOYAN of the two is a little bit more deliberate, slightly more robotic. ZAMANOV is fluid. Dips in with the left hand there, but just get caught as he looked to try and open out himself there again, ZAMANOV. And he was trying to be quite expansive towards the end of the round there, but there was a couple of good shots coming back there from GARBOYAN. Well, they're the judges' scores at the end of round one. 3 of them going 10-9 for Zamanov, 2 going 10-9 for Garboyan. I'd have gone Zamanov myself there. Not by much, but I would have gone Zamanov. He's got a kind of better look for the judges, Zamanov. He looks good and proactive, the way he moves those feet in, out, keeps that upper body on the move. Throws quite eye-catching kind of shots. That shouldn't really matter, but it can get in the heads of judges quite easily when you've got a tight round and you're looking to try and find a winner, which you must do, even if it's by the barest of 10-9 margins. Then that kind of aesthetic can play a part. Shoelaces untied there. Zamanov. Judging for AIBA officials is about interpreting dominance. That's what the ringside judges are looking for, and it's left entirely to their discretion as to how they assess that. You can get knockdowns, of course, you can get standing counts as well, but unlike professional boxing where they will result in a point being deducted from the opponent who suffered it, that doesn't happen in AIBA boxing, and it's a good system because sometimes you can get a flash knockdown which doesn't really mean anything, and in pro boxing that will see the fighter win the round 10-8, a lot of the time quite unjustifiably. But you can get knocked down in AIBA boxing and still win the round. That is very much a possibility because they're just looking for that balance. They're looking for who on the balance of the 3 minutes has done the better punching, the cleaner punching. Just off balance there, Zamanov. He's got a nice jab when he uses it there. And again, just pulls the feet back as Garboyan was trying to land the jab himself. Leading off with a hook there, Zamanov. Garboyan's, he's compact, he's organised, he keeps it quite tight, he doesn't really give you much, and Zamanov is always looking and just complaining there that Garboyan's kind of pushing down on the back of his head, and I think he's maybe finding this a little bit frustrating possibly as we head towards the midway stage of the contest. Garboyan's not flashy, like I said, but his basics are pretty good. Short with the jab there, Zamanov looking to try and close in. Got a bit square there, Garboyan. He's looking for the right hand. That's no knockdown. He was caught by the kind of forearm there, really, as he sprang in, Zamanov. Nice 1-2 there from Garboyan. Zamanov answering back. Good left hand from Zamanov. That's more like it. Really took his feet into range there, which he doesn't always do. He didn't there when he threw that left hand, that wide left hand. He's not really close enough, and he kind of smears with it. Good exchange on the inside there for both of them. He's pulling off that left hand, Zamanov, a lot of the time when he throws it because he's almost thinking about getting back out before he's even really delivered it. Short left hand there from Garboyan. It's understandable because ideally what you want to do is land your own punches and get away before your opponent can reply, but that's not always going to be possible. Final 30 seconds of round 2. Left to the body there from Zamanov. Good jab from Zamanov as well. Garboyan's right was caught on the gloves. Nice left hand, just stepping away to his left there, Zamanov, but a left just kind of snuck through there too from Garboyan, who tries to trap him back on the ropes, and that was a pretty tight round again. Just bouncing on the balls of his feet there as he takes a seat over in the opposite corner, Zamanov, and just wonder whether he's got a slight issue with his boots possibly. Just sucking the breath in. Of the two, he looks like he's expended more energy than Garboyan as I just look across to the ring on that right-hand side. All 5 judges there have gone with Zamanov, so he's in good shape now. He's got a 2-point lead with 3 out of those 5 judges. The other 2 judges have got it level, so Garboyan's going to need a big round here, a real big round, with at least one of those three judges who've got him 2 points behind to turn it around. He's got to win this final round, which would then see him get a victory with the judge at the top and the judge at the bottom, and he's got to turn one of those 2018s around. That's the big task. Turning one of them around is going to be difficult. So Ruben Garboyan of Armenia in the red, Ali ZAMANOV of Azerbaijan in the blue, and ZAMANOV, as we know from the scores, is ahead on 3 cards by a 2-point margin, level on the other 2, so he's got this one under control here. Good right hand counter there from Garboyan. He threw the left hand there, ZAMANOV, missed with it, and stayed exactly where he was. And he came back with the right hand there, Garboyan. He's had a good start to the round here. First minute of round 3. Left hand from Garboyan landed. Not totally sure if that would find favour with the judges or not. It was maybe delivered with the inside of the glove a bit. Straight right there from Garboyan. Just inching closer with his feet there, Garboyan. Nice jab. He's having a decent round here, the Armenian. But as we know, he's facing a fairly serious deficit. Again, the lace has come undone. Just gives both fighters a chance to have a little bit of a breather. Good left hand there from ZAMANOV. And he's looking aggressive now as we head in towards the final minute. Shut down his own space a little bit there, got slightly too close, grabbed hold of Garboyan. The referee just having a word about the heads and holding. You'll see AIBA referees give very kind of basic instructions, really. Use a lot of gestures to make sure that the fighters are absolutely clear with what they're saying to them. They won't look to get involved any more than they absolutely have to. Good feet there from ZAMANOV. He does move well, but he could do maybe with slowing those feet down a touch when he's punching himself. That was interesting. Came completely square and then kind of shot out a lead left hand almost. So Garboyan just trying to rough him up on the ropes a bit there. Well, his boots come undone again here, and this is getting a bit ridiculous, to be honest. They need to take care of that. He's got very, very long laces, which I don't think is really helping. Well, they both end up stumbling into the ropes. ZAMANOV came forward off the back of a 1-2, lost his balance. Ooh, a point has been taken from ZAMANOV there. That's interesting. That could be interesting. Right at the very end of the fight, right at the very, very end of the fight, that point has been taken. Just a reminder, it was level on 2 judges' scorecards going into that final round. ZAMANOV had a 2-point advantage on 3 scorecards going into that final round. Now, there's no way that the Garboyan has won that final round 10-8, but if the judges decide that he has won that round, the 2 cards that were tied would then find in his favour. And for the 3 who've got ZAMANOV 2 points ahead, if one of them decides that he's won that round, and then there's the point off. Then they'll have to give their opinion as to who has won the fight. So this is... That point off right at the end there, that has really put the cat amongst the pigeons here, or at least it could have done.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by split decision from blue corner, Ali Zamanov, Azerbaijan.
Well, Zamanov gets it by split decision. So 2 cards level there on 28-28. The other 3 have gone 29-27. And they all scored that final round 10-9 for Zamanov, which meant that he was home and clear. If Garboyan had got the nod with some of those scores and with the point off, then it could have been interesting.